Hello everybody, Bruce Elgord here with a video on some settings that I would like you to do inside of Visual Studio Code. Some of you may have made these settings already, but what I would do is encourage you to watch this video just in case there's something new that I added. So let's have a look. So, by the way, both the settings for Mac and PC are identical. So I'm going to use my PC for this video. So again, it's pretty much the same thing for the Mac. And I'm going to launch Visual Studio Code. And the first thing that I'm going to do here, is I got an update. So you will probably get some updates to Visual Studio Code. They update the code monthly, and mine auto-updated, just so you know. If you go to the File menu and you go check for updates, where are you here? File. Actually, it's on the Help menu on Windows. Check for updates. It'll tell you that you have the latest and greatest. On the Mac, I believe it's in the File menu. Okay, but it'll auto-update by itself. Okay. The next thing that you want to do, if you're not wanting this screen to come up here, what you can do is just untick this box in the lower left that says Show Welcome Page on Startup. You may want to keep it there until you feel more comfortable with Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to turn it off for now, and I can just X out of that window and it'll never come up again. I can turn it back on within the File Preferences menu, and we're going to in fact go there right now. So File, and then I'm going to go under Preferences. I'm going to go under Settings. Okay. The reason I'm going to do that is because there are a couple things that we need to set, and one of them is the font size of the editor. So I clicked on File New while I was talking. Whoops. File New file, and you can see here if I type in some Python x equals 12, that is a valid Python statement that assigns the value 12 to the variable called x. So x is going to know that its value is 12. It's storing it for us. Okay, that's kind of small. My eyesight is really poor, so what I like to do is I like to go to the File menu. I like to go to Preferences. I like to go to Settings. It's the same on both the Mac and the PC. And in the middle, where that blue bar is right here, it says 12. So I'm going to bump my font size up to 34. I like big type, and there it is. And you can see it's much larger, and I can see it really, really well. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you in the Preferences is File, Preferences, Settings. I'm going to type in the word theme. And theme, the theme here in the middle, it says Workbench Color Theme. So there are a whole bunch of different color themes that you can change for Visual Studio Code. And there are actually additional ones that you can install via the extensions on the left-hand side here. In fact, I'll go do one in a second. So I like the default dark theme like that. But if you want to add a different theme, you click over here on the left sidebar under Extensions, and let's type in Material. Material Dark. That's the name of a theme that I like. Material Theme, Material Dark. And all I need to do is click on Install, and the theme is all installed, and you can see here a little preview of it. And I can go back to File, Preferences here, Settings, type in, oh, look at that. It automatically gave me Material Dark theme. There it is. And I should have set it there. So I'll just type in theme here, and it is Material Dark theme. So there you go. And you can choose any theme you'd like. There's lots of choices. Explore. Have fun, right? So under Settings, I'm going to clear out the search results there. And I'm going to type in PEP 8. Okay? PEP 8. And if we scroll down, actually, PEP 7. Duh. PEP 8. So now, if we scroll down here, we can see, actually I'm going to type in, what's it going to 7 for? PEP8, there we go. I got it right. See, I make mistakes. A lot of mistakes, you'll find out. So there's PEP8. And what we want to do is make sure that this setting right here for formatting is set to auto PEP8 and that the formatting provider is going to be auto PEP8. Okay, auto PEP8. The next thing we want to do, again, you don't have to type save or anything, is type format on save. And you want to make sure that the format on save is checked to true. Now, I always forget where it is. They move it around. HTML, CSS. Where is it for Python? I always thought it was, let's see, JavaScript. Let's type Python format on save. And where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Editor, format on save. Here it is. Editor format on save. So I'm going to click on that checkbox there. And what I'm going to do, if you click on that and don't have a particular extension that Visual Studio Code needs, you'll get a pop-up in the lower right-hand corner that will say install PEP8 or install, auto PEP8 or something comes up. I had it installed already. Okay, so just click on install if it pops up. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is this file is called untitled. It's not a Python file right now, so I'm going to hit file save. File save, and you can see here Control S or Command S on a Mac. So file save. And I'm just going to save this. Not that I recommend saving stuff on your desktop all the time. I'd really like you to start saving stuff into folders, but I'll just call this test.py. Okay, and notice now that there is some syntax highlighting going on. That means Visual Studio Code knows that we are using Python and it knows what to do. And that auto PEP8 stuff really is going to help you, because check this out. You see the way I typed x equals 12, right? Looks nice. It's neat. I have consistent spacing on the left and specific spacing to the left of the equal sign. But if I do stuff like this, right, where one side is not, the same as the other, and then I hit File Save or Control S, right? Auto PEP8 didn't kick in. So what's going on? Because, there it is. Finally, formatter. Auto PEP8 is not installed. See that? So I'm going to click yes. Lower right-hand corner. Click yes. And by the way, why this is happening here is because I have to, in order to make these videos, reset my environment. And as you know, it could be a pain in the butt to have to, do this over and over again. So I apologize for that. So check this out now. So now that it's installed, I'll do File Save. And look what it did. It made it like nice and neat. Okay? Even when you do things like, let me see if I can print. And by the way, the syntax, right? The syntax of the Python code, or any computer language for that much, has to be precise. And because you're directing a computer to do certain things, so you got to get everything just right. And this auto PEP8 helps you write very Pythonic code, which means nice and neat, and you don't have to worry about a lot of things that I would normally have to write students about to be more consistent with their code. So check this out. So I'll just put here hello world. It's I'll do not to confuse you all, but I'll use double quotes here because I need to use a quote there. It's a nice day outside. Okay, so now if I file save, Control S, Command S on a Mac, you see it added some space there. All right, so more on this stuff later. There's another extension that I want you to add. So if we go to the sidebar here and we hover our mouse over extensions, I'm going to type in here if you haven't installed this one already, Better Comments. Better Comments. There it is. I'll just click on Install, and the extension is installed. Nothing we need to do at this point, nothing you need to worry about. You'll learn about comments later on in this course. So we changed our theme, we changed the font size, we got the PEP 8 stuff working such that as soon as we go and save a file, it formats it nicely. And I'll show you one more example of that. If I create what's called a function, and I name it main, and I'll just say print hello, hello everyone. Really complex programs here, right? And I then say call the main function. That's, that code's gonna work, but it's not very readable, right? So if I save that file, you can see that Visual Studio Code, with the help, right, of the PEP 8 stuff, the format on save, it's formatting your code to be like a pro. All right. So let me just pause the video here and check my notes. Actually, I'm just going to bring up, I'm on a Mac. I'm not trying to hide anything. I got a virtual machine running a Mac PC here, Windows 10. So I'm going to bring up my notes. Configuring color theme, PEP 8 format on save, Better Comments. Yeah, we got it all. All right. So that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, ask on Slack. Thanks, everybody.